Hello, my name is Allie Peters, and I am going to show you my example of auditory verbal therapy. My materials are this bowl with different sounds, words, and objects, and then I have Ned's head. So first, I will give a clear description of what I'm targeting. So today we're going to work on listening skills and describing what we see. While we're doing this activity with Ned's head, we will be describing the objects that we pull out of the bucket. And we will be targeting language expansion by describing what we see using a carrier phrase such as I see and the object name. We will also be working on following one-step commands when I ask the child to put the object into Ned's head. And that can be through his ear or his nostril, which is really fun for the kids. So in today's activity, we will pull random things out of my bucket and describe what we see. And we're describing the color, the function, what you do with it, and other characteristics that the object has. Oh, and where you can find it. And then I will ask the child to follow a one-step command by putting it into Ned's head. So I will be using listen first, and the goal is to have the child rely on listening skills and giving them ample time to hear what I'm saying and put the object into Ned's head. So I will give you a couple of examples. Ooh, I see a pink shoe. The shoe is sparkly. The shoe can be found on your feet. You wear shoes. Look, it's a pink shoe. The shoe is sparkly. Put the pink shoe into Ned's ear. Good job. And then we'll do another one. Ooh, this one's kind of scary. This is blue. I see a blue shark. The shark is little. The shark has fins. The shark has sharp teeth. Ouch, it might bite you. The shark swims very fast, and the shark can be found in the ocean. Put the shark in Ned's nose. Silly Ned. Ooh, I see a shell. The shell is green. The shell is sparkly. The shell lives on the beach. The shell is pretty. Put the shell in Ned's ear. Oh, so fun. And if the child ever needs a break, you can allow the child to feel inside of Ned's head, and you can also add like different sensory objects that the child might like to feel. One more. Ooh, I see a sheep. The sheep is white. The sheep is little. The sheep is fluffy. The sheep can be found on a farm. The sheep eats grass on the farm. Put the sheep in Ned's nose. Good job. And so for a parent script, I would say, you can do this activity at home while the child is playing, or while you're cooking, or doing chores, or playing outside. Anything to really expand the child's language will be good. And some suggestions for a modification, you could do different speech sounds. So all these speech sounds, or all the objects that I have, are the sh speech sound. And you could do like b or s or objects. Something I would do a phoneme that is not in the child's phonemic inventory. That way you're building more language and maybe building a speech sound that the child doesn't have. You can also use auditory discrimination by showing a child two objects and saying, this is a starfish and this is a shooting star. Point to the starfish, and then give the child time to point. It would point to the starfish, and that's what you could do. And you can increase it to a field of 3 or a field of 5. And you could also work on following directions with that. And so suggestions for a follow-up, and something that I would say is that we practice these strategies today to build the child's receptive language skills by describing what the child saw, where the object can be found, the color of the object, what someone does with the object, and you, the parent, can do this object at home. Again, by what they're doing, what they're playing with, what you're making in the kitchen, or chores like picking up your toys. And then I would say, for an example, I have a pen. The pen is blue. You use the pen to write. You can find a pen in the desk, or you could do it with like a toy car. And you could say, the car is blue. The car goes fast. Drive the car. Yeah, and that is my example of auditory verbal therapy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.